Good morning, and we are going to start our math today, and we're going to be going through our bag again. So you're going to need to get your bag or your supplies, and I need you to get out your little math tools kit, and right away I want you to find your ruler and put it in there. It's a little plastic bag, and you have a hundreds chart in there and a place value chart. And I want you to find your whiteboard, and I want you to put your whiteboard in there. And then I want you to find your eraser, looks like this, and put it in there, and your whiteboard marker, and you're going to put that in there as well. So you have all of your math tools together in one place. Okay, and then I want you to dig in there and pull out the two strips of interlocking cubes I had put in there, because we're going to use those today. And you will also need your pencil, and you will also need your Post-its and your math workbook, your Envision math workbook. Okay, and the first thing I want you to do is take a Post-it, and I always keep track of where I am, because once you start getting into the pages, you will lose track, and it'll take a long time to open it and find the right page. So take that Post-it and put it on the first lesson, which is 1-1. And we always start each lesson with something called the solve and share. And you're going to put your Post-it in there. And you are on page 5. So open your notebook to page 5. And let's read it together. Let's read the directions together. Use cubes. Show 2 plus 5 and 5 plus 2. Solve both problems. Explain how the problems are alike and how they are different. So use your cubes. Show 2 plus 5 and 5 plus 2. Solve both problems. Explain how the problems are alike and how they are different. Alike means similar. Okay, and I'm going to have you do that, and you can go ahead and pause the video. I will pause the video for you if you are watching this with me in the morning. Then I'm going to give you about 5 minutes to work on that solve and share, and to draw a response, and to write a response, and to solve the problems in this box. Okay, welcome back. After you are done, move your Post-it to the next 2 pages, 6 and 7. And we are going to start at the top, and you could follow me along in the visual learning bridge on page 6. And I am going to read the I can statement. And the I can statement, and you can read it with me. I can count to add and add in any order. And the I can statement is something at the top of the page, and it always gets your brain ready for the lesson. It's kind of like the focus question in science, the I can statement. Maybe it'll stay up there. Now we have some vocabulary words. In this unit, we are learning about facts, and we are going to do some fact fluency. Say fact fluency. Okay. And we are also going to be learning about the counting on strategy. Say counting on. And this is like the counting up strategy, very similar. So we are learning the counting on strategy, and you may have learned it last year as the counting up strategy. And you are going to learn about an equation, the equal sign, and this might be new knowledge. This is the addend. Say addend. Say it 3 times. Addend, addend, addend. And the addend might be new vocabulary for you. And we are also going to learn about the turnaround fact. Say turnaround fact. Okay, so if you were in my classroom, you'd be able to come up to this chart and take vocabulary words back to your desk. And there are little post-its, either on the front or the back, that explain the vocabulary. But this is our math words vocabulary. Okay, so in the visual learning bridge, you have solved your cubes, and you have come up with some answers. And I am going to teach you that one way to solve it is the same if you flip it and you make the turnaround fact. So, like the example says, 2 plus 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus 2 is similar, or is the same, as 2 plus 5. These are called turnaround facts. So what's on one side of the equal sign is going to be the same in value as what's on the other side of the equal sign. So when you have an addend, which is 5, and another addend, which is 2, and you get your answer, 7, the value on this side has to equal the value on that side. So it doesn't matter if it's 2 plus 5 equals 7. And it also doesn't matter if it's 7 equals 2 plus 5 or 7 equals 5 plus 2. The important idea here is that the equal signs, you got to think of that as like a balance. The value on one side of the equation has to be the same as the value on the other. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and do some practicing on pages 6 and 7, where they're asking you to do a guided practice. And we're going to do that together. Count on to find the sum, then change the order of the addends. So when you count on, you start with the number 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that is counting on, or the counting up strategy. Okay, so they have given you the 3 cubes, and they're adding 1 on. Okay, and they're helping you here by giving you the answer. And you trace it in. And then it gets a little bit lighter at the bottom. And then number 2 They want you to do it more on your own. So you count the cubes and then you add on. So let's do it together. 1, 2, 3, 4. The yellow represents 4, so we're counting on. We're doing the adding up strategy. 4, 5, 6, 7. So we put 7 down there. Okay? We're going to put 7 in here. And then you're going to do the turnaround fact, the opposite order. So the first one, the top number, is going to be 4. And then the bottom addend, the second addend, is going to be 3. Okay, and you're going to count on, and you're going to get your answer. And then you're going to come over here to the final box after you've done the guided practice, and it's the convince me box. Convince me, does 2 plus 5 equal 2 plus 5? How do you know? And you can draw a picture, and you can explain in words. And then you're going to move on, and it says independent practice, and this is where you're going to do it on your own. And each one, as you go, gets a little bit more challenging. Okay? Until you get down here. And then you really have to put on your thinking cap for the one on the bottom. Okay, and then you will end with the last page, page 8. Okay, problem solving, higher order thinking. That means you have to put on an extra large thinking cap. And then this assessment practice shows me what you know. Okay, and you can go ahead and take a picture of this for me, and I'll figure out the form of delivery. There might be a place to put it into Seesaw. I'm not sure yet. Okay, and that's how all of the lessons are going to go. A solve and share, a little mini lesson, a guided practice, a convince me, and then an independent practice page. Okay, and I'll be available if you need me for help in the online classroom.